Hey, Mark Harbert from markharbert.com, and in this video, I'm going to talk about my video promotion framework. Now, this is a very, very simple framework. It's really break it down into two parts, and it's how you can create videos and really any kind of content, and then how you can promote it using some of the latest strategies out there, because there's a long-term effect when you do it the way I'm about to show you. So stick around. All right, so the video promotion framework, all right? So if this is the first time you've been on my channel, if you're here on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And if you're looking at this on my blog, make sure you look right down below this video and get access to my YouTube checklist, okay? So let's dive into it, the video promotion framework. Now, there are a ton of new strategies out there, okay? I'm telling you, when it comes to video, there's all kinds of them. You've got Facebook stories. You've got Instagram stories. You've got TikTok. You've got Instagram, was it Reel now? You've got all these different, strategies out there. And it's like, which one do I focus on? And nobody really, there's so many out there. People are like, how do I use it? Well, really, you can use all of them. And I'm about to explain to you how I think you should use some of these other strategies, especially like TikToks and, TikTok, Facebook stories, Instagram stories, all these other little, strategies out there, and how you can use it to really pump up long-term content. So when I talk about long-term content, so the first part of the framework of video promotion is to create what I call timeless content. Okay, and timeless content is a piece of content you can create that will not just give you a benefit, maybe in the next 2-3 months, or over the next 2 or 3 months, or even shorter than that, but it gives you benefit for the long term. So in other words, this content, somebody could find it 5 years from now, 10 years from now, potentially, and they could still get benefit from it, and it could still drive leads and sales into your business. Okay, now this type of content is what we also call pillar content, or content that really has a benefit for the long term. Now, in our business, home business, a lot of people talk about residual income. They want residual income. I want residual income. You do. It's income that you make for work you did one time. And see, I see a lot of people jumping on these bandwagons of strategies out there, and they're awesome. Don't get me wrong. A lot of the strategies out there are great, but you should use those strategies to focus on pushing your long-term content, all right? So the first part of the framework is create a long-term piece of content, like a YouTube video or a blog post, something that can last the test of time. I have blog posts and videos that generate leads for me today that I did 6 and 7 years ago. Okay, I have blog posts that are ranking in Google that bring me upwards of 200 to 300 hits every week just from those blog posts. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I did these back in 2013, 2014. And this is the kind of content that I'm talking about, content that's timeless, that it can really, really stand the test of time. So now let's move into the part 2 of the framework, which is actually very simple. You've got things like TikTok, Facebook stories, Facebook Lives, all these types of things. Here's the problem with some of the short-term video marketing strategies that people use, like TikTok, like Facebook stories, Instagram stories, Facebook Lives, is the problem is 24 hours after you've done them, they disappear off of the newsfeed. Okay, they hit people's news feeds for about 24 hours. And for the most part, they're now buried in your profile unless somebody physically goes there and starts searching for your videos. So here's how I look to promote content. Create the timeless piece of content. Use a Facebook story to let people know about your new blog post or your new video that you've put on YouTube. Okay, and send people to your YouTube channel, which has the potential to rank in search, rank in Google, rank in YouTube. And that can bring you, traffic for years and years to come. Because YouTube is a search engine, people are searching for things. They can come across your video 3 years from now, and you could still drive traffic and leads. Meanwhile, what about the ones that you've done on Facebook and TikTok and all those? They basically disappear over time. So here's what happens. You want to use those short-term strategies, Facebook Lives, TikToks, Facebook Stories, Instagram Stories, other strategies like that. Use them to promote your brand new piece of content. You see, because it's very easy. You can grab your phone, do a 2-minute video on a Facebook story. Hey, I just did a brand new blog post. It's all about this. You're going to love it. It's going to really show you how to get this. Comment and let me know if you want it. Or there's all kinds of ways that you can do it, but those should be used as more promotional strategies to drive them to your timeless piece of content. Then that's where that can not only, by doing that, you're driving traffic to the timeless content. And when the timeless content gets more views and more traffic, guess what? It's going to move it up in the rankings and help you to get more perpetual traffic over time. I'm telling you, this will work for you. It's worked for me, and it makes a big difference in the long term. My goal is to help you with long term. I want to get you short-term results, but I really want you to have long-term results. There's a reason I've been doing this since the late 2000. Well, I started online marketing in 2008. So you do the math. I've been doing this a long time because I started with a short-term mentality, but I eventually started to learn about the long term. And that's why I've been able to be in this for a long time, because my goal is to focus on long term. I want to put the effort in now, and I want it to benefit me for years and years to come. And that's what I want for you. So use this 2-part video promotion framework. Create the timeless piece of content, and then use the short-term strategies to drive traffic to the long-term content, which in turn will help you to get better rankings and get more traffic and really drive it to a piece of content that is there and can benefit you for the long haul. All right. So did you get value from this? If you did, do me a favor, comment below. And also, if you want access to my YouTube marketing checklist, is a checklist that will help you when you go onto YouTube to create a piece of content and walk you through kind of the optimization strategies of making sure that you put those things in place. Look below this video in the description. I'll have the link where you can go and download that. Or if you're here on my blog, just look right below this and you'll see the button that you can click and get access to that. All right. So I appreciate you. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.